Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me fine? Yes. Okay, so I'm Shabista, and I'm here representing, of course, myself and my two authors, Ravi and Mayank. And I'm here to present a very short talk on a very interesting find that was there when we were working with the local agent. That was local, I'm saying, because it was running on our local device. And we were trying to connect the agent to the external API. So for example, in this slide, that it says, what's the weather at my doctor's office? And so this is like a weather API, which is connected to the agent, which is running locally. And our understanding was this is running local, so my data stays private. But to our surprise, we intercepted that call, and we realized that although the agent is local, but the API that it's connecting to needs data which is private. So for example, here as it says, there is a latitude and a longitude. So it's like something that it can identify very specifically. And also because the question is like, it's at my doctor's office, so it's related to my health, which is my personal, there could be like PII, which is associated. So it's like, it can leak more data in. So that's when we intercepted, and we were like, okay, this is what it is leaking. And then the next step was to connect it to a few other APIs and see that is it really leaking that data. And to our surprise, so this is what we found out. Like, there was like 72%, of course, and also as I did mention over there, it's a very small subset of the tool calls that we made, but we did run it with even a bigger subset. But what we found was like, if we want to generate like better results, we can subset it to a very small set of the calls. And like, as you can see, there is like, with respect to weather and maps, they have like the highest leak percentage, where it just leaks like a lot of data. And then the other APIs that we intercepted were like calendar, email, and search, which stands at a 57, 60, and 60%. So this was something like really surprising. And again, it's like it may sometimes leak data that we would not want to. So what essentially is the solution to it? And the one solution, or like I would say the way to bypass this, because also one thing, these APIs would definitely need some kind of this data to answer the question. So for example, the question that we asked, what's the weather? So of course, it would need some kind of data, which place weather you want to know about. So what we can do is like sanitize that data. So not really leak the exact coordinates of where you are or your doctor's office is. Rather, if you look at this particular slide in here, so before it's like, okay, you're giving the exact coordinates, but then later on, you just give the location as San Francisco. So now it sanitizes it to something bigger, and it's very difficult to really find which doctor you are visiting in San Francisco. So that's kind of like, okay, we tried building it up with that, okay, can this filter? And also, like if, so I have a short demo recorded as well. If I have time, I can play it. But like, for example, if you look at this particular slide here, it has a very simple question. It says search for coffee shops nearby. So it is like, okay, I'm just looking for some coffee shops, and this is not really something I would want to hide from anyone. So this one, so the sanitizer actually tries to look, okay, is there anything which is like a PII or something? And then it flags no. The risk level is very low, so it just simply passes on the same query to the API. As opposed to here, where we are like asking for the weather at a doctor's office. So it actually flags that, okay, you are trying to pass some specific coordinates, and then it's like the query's doctor. So it then flags and tries to sanitize this. And then after that, it displays that, okay, query doctor, and the location is San Francisco. I think there is one more level which can be seen as you can remove doctor to a location, because even that's more personally, that is again a PII data. So the final thing that I want to end it with is where does because this is like a work in progress, I would say. So 3 points that we identified is like over-sanitization. So this is like a very specific, very simple question, whether in my backyard, if you over-sanitize it, then you won't get the results you need. And I think another is ambiguous context and novel encoding. I would like to end it here, and thank you so very much, everyone, for your time.